Good morning. This is my submission for the good time to call challenge. This is one of the I wouldn't say easiest, but one of the really simple design challenges that I have done in days or like months, I would say. Uh, well, I think the way we understand this challenge and the way we configure it is the important factor for this challenge to be successful. Like make it simple. So for this challenge, what I have done is I have created this new custom object called time zone configuration. So you can see that you can have multiple time zone configurations. I've seen that in the challenge here they said that you can have only one configuration, or you'll have only one configuration, and there is no need to like build multiple configurations. But that might change in the future. So it would be much easier, and it's not a really tough job to build a custom object with call time zone configurations, which can be basically the configurations that you add for each time zone. So there is a possibility that like if you are in Indian Standard Time, so the good time to call is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Whereas if you are in Eastern Standard Time, the good time to call is from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. 11 a.m. So it's a possibility. So what I have done is I have given them an opportunity to build the configurations based on the time zone and for the object as well. So you have this object name and you have this time zone field, which is nothing but the drop down list of the same time zone values that are provided in the challenge. And you have all these values: good time from, good time to, okay from, okay to, bad from, bad to. So, and these are all pick list values again. So you can pick which time zones you want. So let me show you. So this is a default, and there is another flag that I added called default. So you can have one default time zone throughout this whole set of records, and that default time zone will work as your default for all the time zones if you have not provided any records for this. So this one is a default, so you don't have to provide any records for configurations for the account or contact or uh, for a different time zone. If you don't have any, then we're going to take the values from this one. So this fulfills the requirement that uh, they had listed in the challenge. So if you and then I have the whole list of the time zone configurations. So this is 1 hour intervals, but if you really wanted to add like 30-minute intervals, you can do that as well. It's not a big deal. All you have to do is make sure that you add it in this format. This is a standard Java format of the time. So I would suggest you to add it in this format because I'm using my calculations based in the standard time zone format. So that's about the configurations. So let's get into action and see what how it gets displayed. So for this again, you said that the images should be beautiful and images should be good. I'm not a image designer, so what I have done is I searched it on the web and I found like three good images that uh, represent the good time, bad time, and okay times. And I use those three images in the static resources. So if you wanted to change those, you can definitely go ahead and change those images to whatever you want. So let's open Betty Player. So there you go. So this is not really a good time to call Betty Blair. She's the lead. She's in a Pacific time zone, and that that's clearly shown that this one is now do not call. So let's see her configuration and see if it is true. So this is the Pacific time zone. It's good from 9 to 11, okay from 12 to 4, and Brad from 6 to 9. So any time zone that doesn't time that doesn't fall within these limits is considered as bad by default. So Betty Blair is bad. So I mean she's not bad. It's a bad time to call. So where did I go? So that's Betty Blair. Let's see someone else. Maybe Boxer Bertha. Okay, it's a good time to call Boxer Bertha. She's in the Eastern Daylight Time, and her time zone configuration is 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. So in the Eastern Daylight, it's 6:51. So it's a good time to call her. So let me go ahead and change and a little bit so that you'll have the gist. So let's see. What time is 9 a.m. to 11? 5 to 8 is okay, and rest all is banned. So now I changed the. Oh, did I change it? Yeah. Oh no. 5 to 7. So now I changed the Eastern time good times. Okay, time from 5 to 7, right? So let's see the same Bertha Boxer. There you go. So it's a okay time to call. So you can call her, but it's okay. So that's represented in the blue. So you have a blue one, and it says that okay, fine. And you can reduce the size of the images, increase it. I mean, it really doesn't like it's all simple visual force, but it has that. So you don't have you're not occupying a lot of space. So your real estate is also within the limits. And if you come to the code, so this is the code, and that's it. So there is like 3 lines actually, just 3 lines of Visual Force and some JavaScripting, and you don't have Apex controller. All you have is there is this thing called good time to call, which is basically a static method that is calculating the times. I mean, calculating the times and returning whether it is a bad, good, or okay times to call. And I did make sure that everything, all the scenarios are included, and if there is any issue, just return bad. So that's basically it. I hope you like my submission. I'll include my code details and other stuff relating to configuration in my documentation. Thank you. Bye bye.